Carson. The biggest match of his young career. He's on his way to the ring. And what are you doing here, Chase Paradise?
You know, after suffering a loss like that of Mike Dell's tonight, I'm heartbroken. But Cade Carson asked me, Chase Paradise, to sit in here tonight to call this match with you, Steve, because he knows that I'm the best.
Well, Cade Carson thinks he is the best, and I would say that he is the best student to come out of the Lions Den training facility, but for whatever reason, he has separated himself from Houston Carson. He thought that Houston Carson didn't have any matches left in him. He's got one, and Cade is the opponent tonight.
You know, Houston Carson, he may be the founder and the boss here at Lions Pride Sports, but Cade may have bitten off more than he can chew. But I believe in Cade Carson. Not only is he the best graduate from the Lions Den, he's proving to be one of the best prospects, one of the best talents in all of Texas today.
And now, a sight that honestly is about 3 years in the making, but one that I don't think that we would ever see again. It was March of 2017 that Houston Carson wrestled what he thought would be his final match. Doctors have said he can go one more time. And Houston Carson started this promotion because he did not think he could go again. He wanted to help lift up other professional wrestling talent. He wanted to ensure that there was a future of great stars in Texas, great stars like Houston Carson was for a decade here in the state of Texas. And now one more time, he's got the opportunity for the first time in the promotion that he created against a student in the training facility that he created. Houston Carson returns one last time tonight.
I know Houston is just drinking this in right now. This is his moment, Steve. But how long will this moment last when Cade brings it to his trainer? I talked to him a lot about this matchup. He is just furious. He thinks that Carson, Houston that is, pronoun path, is living through him. I see otherwise right before us.
Chase, is this moment too big for Houston, is my question. There is so much expectation, so much anticipation, and Houston is going to put more pressure on himself than anybody else could put upon him. Is this moment going to be too big for him?
The nerves are probably running high, Steve. There's no doubt about that. But you know what they say about professional wrestling. You know what the best say. It's just like riding a bike, Steve. And I'm sure when that bell rings, he's going to snap right back at home to where he belongs.
Ladies and gentlemen, College Station, Texas, is you're this time at open enrollment. Be sure and check out Jonathan Young for all your insurance needs. Introducing your athletes. Introducing first, starting out of Houston, Texas. He weighed in this evening at 206 pounds. This is Cade Carson. And now introducing his opponent. He weighed in this evening at 231 pounds. He's fighting out of the Brazos Valley. He is your Texas Lion, Houston Carson.
Listen to this crowd, Steve.
The referee in this matchup is a student from the Lions Den training facility, Abe, who knows both men very well. Of course, Houston trained him, and Cade, a student in that very first class.
Yeah, and he stated earlier he knew that Cade was the standout right from the outset. And here we go, Steve. The moment is finally here. Carson versus Carson, Cade versus Houston, cousin versus cousin. It all starts right now.
Trainer versus trainee, and first time and last time. The Carsons stare each other down. You got to wonder if this was maybe a scene at family gatherings, maybe some backyard football games or something, but the stakes are a lot higher here in this moment.
That's true, Steve. I'm sure they have quite the history.
They lock up center of the ring. I would imagine that Houston has the power advantage, but Cade has really bulked up over his time in the Lions Den training facility, just like so many of the other trainees have, with their fitness growing and their muscles growing as a result of Houston's training.
But Houston's training right alongside with them. And that's the thing. You can look at him right now. He's jacked out of his mind. He's in great shape. He's defying all the doctors. He's defying all the odds to prove the point to Cade here tonight that the teacher does not always beat the master. Or the student doesn't always beat the master. You know what I meant, Steve.
I do. This is a big moment. I understand. For once, I'm not going to come back at you. This is a big moment. It's deserving of respect, and we're going to see if Cade shows it to Houston. He certainly has not over the past few weeks. And it also, by the way, is a no disqualification match, so respect isn't necessary in a lot of times.
I think Cade would be a great member of the brand. I'm also out here scouting, always trying to recruit him. But wow, what power from Carson right there. I'm always trying to recruit. But Cade cuts his own path. He doesn't need or doesn't want any kind of affiliation with the brand, and I can respect that because he is his own man, he is his own talent, and that's part of what he's trying to prove to Houston Carson here tonight.
You mentioned Cade being a person who is on your radar. He's on everybody's radar across the state of Texas. That was long before this family dissension, long before he decided that he wanted to break away from Houston and push away, literally and figuratively. But Cade's new attitude, I'll be honest, it hasn't earned him victories. He is on a losing streak right now. I think maybe with a little bit of Houston on his mind.
He's frustrated, Steve. This is the match that he's been wanting, and anything else is just an appetizer. So he doesn't care about those matches. He doesn't care about those losses. This is the goal here tonight.
Houston's last match, I should mention, back in March of 2017, included Jax Dane, who we saw earlier this evening in a match with Barrett Brown, and a guy named Drew McIntyre, who you may have seen on a few Mondays throughout the past bit. Big drop kick.
I've seen Houston. I've known him for
Oh my God!
That could be it.
Breaker!
That could be it.
Cade going for the early win. Are you kidding me?
Oh my! Right at 2.5. 2 3/4. Come on, Abe. What was that, buddy? Now, see, that raises the question here, Steve. Is Abe in Houston's pocket? He is his student.
No, that was a clean count, and Cade cannot believe a move that he has won matches with did not take out his mentor, his trainer. I cannot believe. And Houston, who has got to have some ring rust despite all the workouts and despite all the outings, he kicked out of a code breaker right there. That's the bottom line.
He's not going to go out that easy. You were saying some of the people that Houston's gone toe-to-toe with. I've known him for the better part of 8 years.
Look out!
Oh my, a chair in the ring.
Houston. Oh, God. Houston avoiding the chair and delivering a stiff chop of his own.
This match is no disqualifications, no time limits. Cade Carson is playing by the rules that Houston himself has set.
Absolutely, 100%. And Houston knew that going in. He wanted retribution, but he also had to know that he opened the door for Cade Carson and all that aggression that he's had toward Houston to come back at him in very, very violent ways. Now, Houston has Cade cinched up.
Oh, right on the ring apron, Steve.
Suplex delivered, the back of Cade careening off the apron.
It's the edge of the ring. It's the hardest part of the ring. Anytime you're landing on that, you're in for a bad time, Steve. I can tell you from experience.
And Houston wants to make the time a lot worse. Back in the ring, back on top of Carson, of Cade Carson. I haven't had to say Houston Carson. It's just been Cade.
We gotta use our pronouns, Steve.
I know.
It's already got me once too.
This is some good S word, and now Houston having control.
Woo, the back chop.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you get chopped at, it's going to hurt, especially coming off the palm of Houston Carson, who sends Cade into the corner. Now Houston follows in. Cade with the back elbow delivered, and a drop kick one more time.
Beautiful drop kick. You can tell that he is just an efficient tactician. One of the most beautiful drop kicks I've seen in a while.
Houston laboring on the outside, the referee checking on him, and Cade trying to get his footing as well after all the offense that Houston delivered.
You gotta wonder, Steve, there might be a little bit of rust, a little bit of ring rust that he's still got to shake off.
Training is not match action.
This is true, Steve. Hitting that mat is like jumping into a pool with no water.
And now Cade trying to bring Houston back into the pool. Houston delivering the headbutt as staggers Cade.
That was a beautiful headbutt, Steve.
You still got it! What are you doing? You still got it!
Houston now getting Cade up, trying to bring him to the outside. That'd be a horrible landing if Cade falls to the outside into the front row.
They're on
They land on the apron. Cade had a little bit of a rough landing on the top rope, but he is safe now and delivering blows. Houston delivering him right back.
I wouldn't say he's safe, Steve. The apron is a precarious position to be in. There's concrete floor right beneath him. There's not a lot of real estate. Anything can happen right here.
No mats for sure on the outside. It is straight to the concrete of Smitty K's, where we had our first show a little over 2 years ago, where we've had so many amazing moments, and Houston and Cade are providing another one. Carson of the Houston variety down to one knee, and now Cade coming in. Oh, gosh.
Oh, no, he's got him up there.
Now, elbows delivered as Cade
right
tries
to the chin.
struggle his way free. Oh,
what are they doing?
Oh, jeez. Get people out of the way in the front row.
Yeah,
Please
get
the people out of the way.
Yeah, get these
Why aren't the people moving, for the love of God?
They're from College Station, Steve. They're not the brightest.
Cade bouncing off the apron, his face planted, and now a big kick, and Cade down. Houston delivering the offense.
Wow. He punted his face into the third row there. Unlike the Aggies, you can't kick a field goal.
Falls do not count anywhere in this matchup, but again, it is no disqualification, so they can fight anywhere here in the building. The match has to end in the ring. Houston delivering yet another shot on the outside.
Just a vicious club. You can feel the animosity in these strikes. You can feel the pain and the emotion in the slams.
I think that's from Houston, though. I think he's got emotion of why do I have to do this? Why did Cade force me to do this?
This is like a little brother training someone in wrestling. It's like having your own son.
Houston quickly to the cover. I don't know he's going to get it here. Nope. And he doesn't. But
man, now this vicious beating. He has had it.
Houston recovering from that early code breaker where Cade tried to end this matchup as quickly as possible, but
Houston's just lost it here.
I think Houston may have cracked the code right now, and he's cracking Cade's face.
He is on the prowl, Steve. He is the Texas Lion. He is the king of the pride, and he's proving it right now.
And we have seen this before from the Texas Lion. He's got the arms of Cade trapped, and now the shot's coming.
Oh, big clubs.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look out! Cade draping the neck of Houston right across that top rope to escape that 10th shot. Oh,
no.
a tear right to the skull.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder how his doctors are going to feel about that, Steve. Better yet, how's he feeling about that right now? I don't think he knows where he is.
Cade trying to get a little bit of room and catch his wits about him. Cade, gosh, come on, man. Cade just showing complete disrespect. He's been showing it to Houston. Now he's showing it to the crowd here in College Station.
Well, yeah, because they don't respect him, Steve. I can understand his frustration. I mean, come on.
Going to a cover here for this win in this one and only matchup. Kick out by Houston.
That's not going to do it. I can tell you that right now, Steve.
A lot of time in between that chair shot. Cade got some time to recover, but not enough of a urgency to get Houston in that pinfall.
And you know the saying, Steve, with teachers and students, he may teach them a lot that he knows, but he hasn't taught him everything he knows.
Houston,
come on, Cade.
Houston offering a hand to his fiance.
Oh, and Cade giving it right to co-owner and Carson's love of his life, Kenzie, here on the outside watching intently.
Again,
oh man, he's losing it. Cade has really snapped here.
we apologize for the language and the visuals that Cade has been providing our audience tonight. He has come unhinged.
Cade doesn't care. Cade is here to prove a point. He's not here to play by Houston
Look
Carson's
at this.
rules. He's not here to be censored. He's not here to be bullied by this crowd.
Again, we apologize. That is, this is unheard of language from a competitor here in the Pride. He has completely lost it.
Lions Pride Sports is a family show, but Cade Carson obviously does not care about family, seeing how he's beating the brains in of one of his own family members.
Houston delivering an elbow to Cade and now sending Cade's head right off the turnbuckle. Houston trying to get his wits about him, and oh my goodness, Cade kicking the second rope right into the nether regions of Houston Carson. I don't know if he can get up from that.
That was ugly, Steve. That'll take the wind right out of you, make you feel like vomiting a little bit.
I can only imagine. There's a cover by Cade. Is that enough? Nope. Houston kicking out. He's taking a shot to the face. He took a low blow, courtesy of a kick to the rope from Cade, and now head control from the... I don't even know what to call him. He's decried being called.
Future. He is the future,
He's
Steve.
decried being
That's what
called
we should
the
call
second
him.
coming. He's decried that because he doesn't want to be connected to Houston Carson anymore. He doesn't want to be called Simba because he's the cousin of the Lion. I don't know what to call him other than Cade and some other words that I'd rather not use on commentary.
That's all you need to call him, Steve, is Cade. Cade is his own man. Cade is his own wrestler. Cade is his own champion. And Cade is here to prove a point. But he can reach great heights, maybe even greater than Houston reached. Hopefully greater than Houston reached, because he's not going to be hampered. He's going to reach the highest heights of this industry.
And at one time, that's all that Houston Carson could have asked for, is that his cousin, a trainee of his Lions Den, would achieve more than Houston. But now he's eating drop kicks from his family, who's going for a cover and a win. There's two and a kick out.
That was a beautiful drop kick, but again, I don't think that's going to get the job done, Steve. He's got to look for that code breaker. He's got to look for a bigger move. He's got to look for something that's really going to take Carson out, because Houston is a competitor, and he's not going to give up that easy.
I know he has delivered a lot of offense since that early code breaker, but do you think that that's in his mind, that someone's kicked out of that code breaker, and so maybe it's not what it needs to be in this matchup? Oh my God! He just took a mallet and cracked it, broke it in half, and sent it into the crowd.
That was an old man's cane.
Good Lord, I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, let's
I guess except for Cade. I hope he's okay too. I'm letting my emotions get the best of me, but half of that stick just went flying.
Oh my God, I almost got hit, Steve. That would have been tragic. Battling again on the outside. These guys are going to take it to each other no matter where it happens.
Cade back to the cover one more time and a kick out. More of a rolling of a shoulder up for Houston.
He's wearing him down. Hopefully he can choke him out right here with this rear chin lock. Beautifully applied, cutting off the air supply. This crowd still behind Houston, 100%.
Cade has had a lot more control in this hold than in previous attempts. Houston is worn down.
Abe is checking him for consciousness. Houston is fading fast. Cade is looking at a win right here. Houston is not letting go, though. He's working. He's trying. He's scraping.
I
He's
really
clawing.
wonder what it's going to take, honestly, to put Houston Carson down in this moment. And now looking for that lion tamer.
Look at the intensity and the steam coming off both men. It's a and a poke to the eye.
I'm more of a gouge than a poke. Houston might have some potential damage there. That was a deep poke.
And we know how dangerous eye injuries can be. That's why Moonshine Mantell still isn't back. Still suffering those effects of that peripheral vision. But he will be back in the brand, Steve. He isn't gone.
Cade delivering the boots to Houston in the corner, who clearly is laboring at this moment. He certainly mounted some offense, but he hasn't been able to build any momentum.
What a spectacle, Steve. I am so honored to be here. These two guys, I have so much respect for both of these competitors. How hard they've worked to get to this moment. And Cade is just giving it to him. All Houston can do is just try to fight him off.
Wait, Houston's asking Cade for shots here.
He wants more. He wants to see what Cade's got. He wants to see what Cade is made of right here and now. Oh yeah!
No, what's he going for now?
He's poked the lion, the king of the pride.
Is he gonna drop him? Is he gonna plant him face first? Is he gonna rearrange his facial features? Whoa, Cade with the strength here though, breaks out of here.
Oh, what a knee to the face.
High knee delivered.
Goodness.
Cade off the ropes and a
cutter from out of nowhere.
What a cutter there from the Lion, sending his cousin careening to the mat.
Wow, out of nowhere. What a cutter.
Crowd firmly behind the Texas Lion. His first match since March of 2017, a match that we never thought would happen, a match that Cade certainly never did. He was poking the Lion. He didn't think the Lion would come out of the cave, and he has, or the jungle. I'm mixing my metaphors. I don't know where the Lions come from.
That was a firm elbow right to the temple. Cade is just hanging in there. Oh, wow. Another just straight shot to the mush. Cade's getting right back up though. Oh,
look at the determination etched into the face of the Lion.
Cade's not quitting though. Cade is taking this all. He's not going to quit that easy. He's got something to prove tonight too.
This is Houston Carson's last match. Cade Carson, well, I guess if Houston has something to say about it, he might not, but Cade Carson should have many matches to come. What would it look like on the resume of Cade to have the win over a legend like the Lion in his last match?
I don't know, Steve, a lot, but look, these guys are just beating the hell out of each other, and here comes the Lion again!
And a snap slam, The cover for the win.
Oh,
No.
what a kick out by Cade. This is still going. These men are brutalizing each other, Steve. This is incredible.
But I draw your attention again to the faces of these two competitors. You have Cade, who has clearly lost control, and you have Houston, who is absolutely intense, absolutely driven, absolutely off the hinges.
I am in awe, Steve. I am in awe of this return of Houston Carson. He has not missed a beat. He is riding that bike. He is right in his element. He's dreamed of this moment. These moments were taken away from him. This is his chance. This is his moment.
And he's got Cade in his sights. Can he finish him here? Now, got him cinched up. Uranagi, no. Back elbows delivered right to the skull of Houston. Cade off the ropes, back into the Uranagi.
Oh my goodness.
The cover for the win.
Oh, he
No.
kicked out. He kicked out. Cade Carson kicked out. He's not done yet, Steve. He's not done yet.
He's barely conscious, but he kicked out. And Houston doesn't know what just happened. He just knows the match continues.
This might be one of the matches that we'll remember for the rest of our lives, Steve. This has been incredible.
Houston again to his feet. He's got his wits about him. Cade, you cannot say the same thing for him. And we know that tone. We know what's coming. We know from 10 years of experience, 10 years of dominating Texas, we know a super kick's on the way. But Cade certainly doesn't.
One of the best in the business, Steve. Here it comes.
Oh.
Oh, he caught it. And he spun him. Oh, and an enziguri right to the temple.
Cade with the instincts maybe, or he had the reaction time at the very least.
Oh,
Back elbow
huge.
by Houston. Now to the second rope, going for an aerial assault here. And a blockbuster!
Oh, beautiful.
One more cover!
This could
One
do
more
it.
time!
Oh, and another kick out. These guys just won't quit.
Houston hitting every move that we have come to expect from him, that we never thought we'd see from him again. But he is not able to put Cade away yet. The student learned a lot from the teacher.
He didn't hit that super kick. Cade telegraphed it. He heard the stomping. He was there in time. Houston could still hit that. It's still in his arsenal. And you know he wants to deliver it. But Cade's still looking for that code breaker.
You know, if Cade learned anything from Houston, it may have mostly been resiliency. We are seeing, as much as we may not like Cade Carson, we're seeing resiliency
Speak for
tonight.
yourself. And resiliency. Never say die. Never quit. That's the attitude of the Lions Den. That's what Houston Carson is teaching his students. And that's what Cade has adopted from his family member. And he is proving it here tonight because he is just not quitting.
We may have one big move to a victory for both men, but it is Cade Carson in the most trouble, it seems, on that top turnbuckle as Houston rises.
Precarious position, Steve. He's got him hooked.
We got a low ceiling here at Smitty K's too. That's right about where Lance Hoyt put a wrestler's head into a fan.
Not a spectator, but a ceiling fan, Steve. Specified.
Yes, a ceiling fan. That's correct. Houston elbowed as Cade now. He has developed an aerial offense of his own. Is he able to deliver at this point, though?
That may be the one thing in his. Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh.
What's
Both
going
men
on
up top.
here?
When they come crashing down.
Oh my! A superplex. This whole building is shook.
The foundations of Smitty K's may be cracked. Does that crack Carson?
This could be it. No!
Cade kicks out.
No! Cade's too tough. Cade won't quit.
This crowd cannot believe it. They've probably not been able to believe it about 5 times.
This is unbelievable, Steve. The crowd appreciates it. So do we.
If you're watching this on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, I hope you've got chills. We've got them here. It's not just because it's about 50 degrees outside. We got them because you are witnessing a classic.
This is just absolutely epic, Steve. Everything we could have expected and more. These guys are giving it everything they got.
As both men try to pull themselves up, they are at opposite corners as they try to rise.
Oh, he's calling him
Houston
out.
Carson calling for Cade, calling for offense. And what the heck is this? Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know, Steve, but he's big. That is a very large man.
Abe, can you get him out of here?
Oh my God,
Oh,
he's
God.
got Abe. He's got Abe.
Oh, Jesus.
He may have just killed young Abraham.
Who the hell is this guy and what's he doing? Oh my God.
Oh, big boot. A big boot. Could this be Cade's friend?
If I was Cade, I'd get the heck out of there. This guy is unhinged. He's assaulting everybody in the ring.
This is no disqualification, Steve.
No. Oh my God.
This is Drake Durden.
I guess they're chanting his
He's
name.
another. He must be another student from the Lions Den.
I don't know this guy. I recognize his name from social
Oh no,
media.
he's
got
him in
Houston Carson. It's
got him
Drake.
in the choke.
He's got Carson up.
Oh my goodness! Choke slam.
It's no disqualification. This is all legal, but our referee is down. And whoever
There's
this
no
guy
ref.
is, this Drake guy.
There's no ref.
I've seen his name on social
Oh, my
media, so
goodness.
this is this Drake Durden
Here
guy.
comes referee legend James Beard.
James Beard is in. The cover for the win. No.
And it kicks out. He kicked out. James Beard says 2. James Beard says 2.
I don't believe it. This Drake Durden, who has been posting regularly on social media. I don't know where his training is. Oh, by the way, he's a tall drink of water. He's 7 foot tall. This monster is 7-footer. Got in the ring, took out a ref, took out Houston Carson, and I guess he's an insurance policy for Cade.
Cade's obviously put him up to it.
He's got a chair back in the ring. And he's still at ringside, too. The odds are incredibly stacked. They're 7 foot stacked against Houston Carson.
Cade may be looking for more than just the win here and to put Houston Carson into a hospital maybe. He's got this chair. Oh, no.
Kade Carson lining Houston up.
Come on, Cade!
It's no DQ,
right
and
to
the
the
chair
gut.
is driven right in the midsection and a strike across the back.
My Lord, Steve, this is just getting out of control.
Cade Carson clearly has this Drake Durden in his pocket.
Now he's just ground and pounding him, Steve. Here comes that frustration we were talking about.
How the hell is the Lion gonna win this when he's got a 7-footer at ringside stalking as Cade Carson is taking a chair to him?
Cade's got an insurance policy that I wouldn't want to mess with.
Oh, come on.
There you go.
Oh no, he's putting him in a really bad.
I know this is no DQ, but enough is enough here.
I'm
enough
with you,
is enough.
Steve. I'm with you, Steve. I'm not a fan of violence.
Get up!
I'll give you a shut up there.
Oh, look out!
Oh! Houston now is unleashing hell on Cade Carson.
Cade asked for it. Cade asked for it. He said, "Get up if you can." Houston Carson, he popped right up and just beat the hell out of Cade.
And now Houston's got the chair. He's positioning it. And Houston is going up after all those strikes. A wounded
Could it be
Cade is
another
in trouble.
superplex? Could this be the one that keeps Cade down?
Cade fighting his way out and striking
right to the ears.
both sides of Houston's head. And now, oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Look out!
DDT.
Right on the chair. And a super
Oh
kick.
no! This could be it.
Houston Carson to the cover.
He kicked out.
And
Cade Carson.
Drake Durden pulled the official as well. There wasn't any way that pinfall was going to happen. Cade kicking out, and James was pulled away by Drake.
Unbelievable, Steve. This monster has just injected himself into this matchup once again.
I think that was a sign right there. Drake Durden wasn't going to let that match end right there. I think that was a sign. That 7-footer delivering a message to Houston, and now Houston has to know the odds, where they stand, and how far they are against him.
Oh, he's got him by the beard. He's got him by the beard, Steve.
Oh, a big clubbing blow. A roll up for the win.
Oh, and he kicks out. He's still alive.
Oh,
he goes for the Lion
right
Tamer.
in the center of the ring, the Lion Tamer from the Lion.
Will he cinch it in? He's got it. And he tap. Is Cade Carson gonna tap? Is Cade gonna tap?
The crowd wants it. The crowd's cheering for it. Cade in huge trouble. It's no disqualification. The official is right there, and now there is Drake Durden. And oh God, Houston's head right over the ropes. Oh my God!
Super kick. Oh, and another one.
Jesus!
Good Lord.
The cover.
And that's it. That's it, Steve.
Cade Carson. Cade Carson. Damn it!
Cade Carson has done it, Steve.
Damn it!
Unbelievable. With the help of Drake Durden, this new monster to the pride. Cade Carson stacked the odds in his favor tonight.
That was his last match, damn it. That was Houston Carson's last match. And Cade realized that he had no chance in it. I'm just going to say it. Houston Carson was going to win that match. There was no way Houston Carson was going to let himself lose. And Cade brought an insurance policy, a 7-foot insurance policy. Drake Durden, whatever his name is, he's garbage. And Cade Carson stole this win.
Cade Carson, whether you like it or not, Steve, he is the man. He is the new king of the pride in my eyes. He proved it. Houston Carson wanted this to be no DQ. He should have known better. But Cade Carson has made friends. Cade Carson is the future of wrestling, and this Durden wants to be on board.
The biggest win in the young career, the rookie career of Cade Carson. A garbage human being. He's showing it right now. And a 7-foot piece of garbage who showed up as well.
Unbelievable.
And now, let's think about the future too. Not only does Cade have this momentum, not only does he have this attitude problem, he's got a 7-footer on his side. And I gotta, oh, come on. Again, we apologize because this trash is still in the ring. Houston Carson. God willing, he's okay.
Cade did it, Steve. Cade wins. By hook or by crook.
And by crook. He is a crook.
They don't ask how, Steve, they ask how many. And that is 1-0. Carson versus Carson in Cade's favor.
Yeah, and it's the only one that'll ever happen too. He's 1-0 forever. Forever he's got that win. He's in the win column over his trainer. And God knows, God only knows what's going to happen next with Cade and this attitude. And this insurance policy.
Don't mind if I talk for a second? I hope I didn't fail you guys tonight by building all this hype. I hope you guys, no matter the outcome, I hope you guys had fun tonight. Look, Cade Carson He may act like a piece of trash sometimes. He's a brat. But right now, I'm in this ring and I just lost that match.
Because he had help. Because he had help. He's a cheater.
As much help as he had, Cade Carson's going to be something special someday.
Hell yeah,
He just proved it. I trained for 6 months for this, and we saw the outcome. Regardless of how we feel about Cade right now, we're going to see him on TV in a few years, I guarantee it. It's been 2 years, guys, and it sounds corny, but honestly, without all of your support, coming to these shows, buying our merchandise, buying our tickets, liking our posts, watching our videos, without all of you guys taking the energy to come do that for us and taking the time out of your lives, this wouldn't be possible. I'm no longer going to wrestle in this ring. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to keep putting these shows on. I'm going to keep training students, and I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me when you guys show up, and you are the best fans in Texas, any sport in Texas. This girl right here is my world. I love her so much. I swear to God, I'm sorry, Kinsey. This is my best friend. She's the brains behind this operation. And every day I wake up and I'm so happy that I'm going to be with my best friend for the rest of my life. And my mom, who's at every show, who sat through every Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and WCW with me, just that she didn't care, but she acted like she cared. She bought me every action figure I wanted, even when my dad yelled at her. She bought this wrestling ring right here for me as a gift. She is the best mom in the world. And my dad passed away in 2014, and it's been 5 hard, long years. But I know he's looking down on us, and he would be so proud of what all of us here in the Brazos Valley have done. Kenzie, my mom, this company, the students, they've truly turned me into a man. I turned 32 tomorrow, and life couldn't be better. It doesn't matter that I lost this match. It doesn't matter. Cade won. He deserves it. He's going to be a mega star. What matters is Kenzie, my mom, my family, this company, this school. That first match that opened tonight, you saw Azrael, the Dark Circus, Thomas Carter, Mr. Oso. Those guys are incredible. Did you see any difference in their match than any of these other matches? No, because they work hard, every single one of them, even the guys who didn't wrestle tonight, Kamante, Cool Daddy, Gunner, every single one of you guys, if I'm not mentioning your name, do not get your feelings hurt. You guys are my kids. I love you to death. Y'all keep us going. You make me so happy. And my goal is to turn you into mega stars, and that's going to make me so happy. Keep working hard, because these people right here, for years and years to come, they're going to come watch you. And it's your duty to entertain them in the best way possible. I'm done talking. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you don't have anywhere to go, celebrate my birthday with me. Let's turn 32 together.
I just want to, that was incredible, incredible. I want you to know how proud I am of you. I can't tell you how proud I am of you.
I told James the year my father died, James was in every locker room with me. When I faced Kojima from Japan for the World Championship, you were in the ring with me through so many times. And you can never replace what my dad did, but you sure did a hell of a job while he was gone, making me feel like I was somebody, James. Thank you.
Houston, you are somebody, and I want to do this just one more time if you don't mind. You don't mind?
Yeah!